player. What you know about the Eric Pedigo Show and me? Say something. EricPedigo.com, yo, let's get it crackin'.
It just gets better with time.
What's up? Welcome to the Eric Pedigo Show on ericpedigo.com. Also, simulcasting as always on the Basement Radio Network, BRN, basementradio.net. What's up, people? Glad to have you with me and glad to be with you. You know, it's a nice night. It's a Wednesday night. And I'm actually here in person. Last week it was a replay if you're listening on BRN. I played the show that I did the night before. Last Wednesday was my birthday. A week ago tonight was my birthday. Turned 29, so, I mean, I guess I'm getting kind of old. To some people, that's old. Like my buddy Mike, who's always giving me crap about, you know, how old I am. It is what it is. That's cool. I'm not that old yet. You know, I still feel youngish. I still play ball. You know, I'm still incredibly agile and quick, swift. You know, both on my feet and mentally. I feel like I'm still in my prime. Almost. Alright. Like I said, glad to be with you. I had a long day, man. I had a long day today. I'm pretty tired. I worked until pretty late. And, honestly, these are the kind of days that I would usually just not do my show. I mean, I would just usually say, it's been a long day. You know, I'm tired, and I don't really want to do a show. I didn't really feel like doing a show tonight, but you know, if you guys don't know what I do I do landscaping in a sense. My family's owned a landscaping company for like 40 years here in Central Illinois, and I kind of do like union landscaping jobs. So I had a long day, pretty sore, pretty tired. But I have been missing so many shows as of late for that. I mean, for this very reason. Just because I get home from work so late and I'm tired that I couldn't skip another one tonight. I had to do this. I had to do a show tonight. And I wanted to do a show. I mean, I didn't because I was tired, but I did because there's stuff that I want to talk about. I mean, there just is. There's just things that I want to address and talk about this week. And, you know, as always, I'll do the fantasy football face punch at the end of the show. But just a few things going on ericpedigo.com. Soon to be changing to pedigosports.com. I want to get my first name out of there. I'll leave my last name because I am the founder of the site. But I will be changing it to pedigosports.com. That will be the name of the site. As for now, it's ericpedigo.com, but I will keep you updated. Reason being is I want the site to be more than just me, and we're moving in that direction. My buddy Mike Pendleton has been doing a show called Mic'd Up for the last couple of weeks now. He's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually at 8 o'clock. We're trying to get him ironed in there on one definite time slot so we can start, you know, Elwood could start making more banners, and I can maybe produce a commercial or two for him to run on my show. Mike wants to know, people watching his show ask, am I a sponsor of his? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really kick any money into it, but I'd have to say I'd helped you out quite a bit in this whole deal. And Mike's doing a good job, guys. If you're not familiar, Mike does a show, like I said, every Tuesday and Thursday, and a lot of people really check it out. And he's, you know, he's at that perfect age. He's a junior in high school. He goes to a big high school, Chicagoland area, right, Mike? And, you know, a lot of people, you know, check it out, tune in. Even though, Mike, you weren't on my site last night, per se, anyhow, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that sometime off the air. Also, another show that I have going, D-Tong Radio, a guy Elwood kind of introduced me to online, a guy named Dan Tong out of Georgia, who does a show on Blog Talk Radio and it is like part music, part sports talk, and I like it. I mean, I checked it out. I totally dig it. I was a little, like I said, last week, I was a little unsure at first from the whole format. Music and sports talk, like, which is it, dude? But then I listened to it, and it works well. I like it. So I talked to Dan. I said, hey, man, do you want to do your show on my site, too? And all it would take was me putting your Blog Talk player on my site, and we can kind of plug each other's shows and help each other out. And, of course, he was up for that. So we did that. And he's on, I think, Fridays or Saturdays. He said he's usually on Fridays or Saturdays anyhow. He was on Saturday last week. And, I'll talk to him also about getting a time ironed in. And another guy who goes by The Power, he's usually in the chat room, who will probably be showing up soon. He may be a little lost because I changed a few things on Ustream. And so people that are used to listening only on Ustream might not be able to find us because I'm under a new name now. Okay, Ella says he's on this Friday at 8:30. Okay, D-Tong will be on this Friday at 8:30, ericpedigo.com. So check that out. Like I said, it's a good show. How long's he on, Elwood? Do you know? How long is his show? Probably an hour. Blog Talk Radio is strict. I mean, you have to, put in your time before they start letting you get flexible with what you do. Okay, Mike asked me a question earlier in the chat room. 2 questions. He says, if I have the first pick to start a baseball team, who's my first pick? And does he play for the soon-to-be world champs? And number 2, how should I feel about being a player manager? Okay. If I have to start a baseball team today, and I'm thinking franchise mode, going forward, not just who's gonna be the best today, but who's gonna be the best down the road. And you can call it a homer call if you want, but Mike, you should know by now that I don't make homer calls. But Albert Pujols is the best player in the game. I mean, come on. To me, that one's easy. Not only is he an amazing player, but he's a good character guy. He's a good guy, a guy that you want in your locker room, a guy that makes players around him better. Yeah, easily number 1 pick Albert Pujols. Easily. It's not even close. Number 1 and 2 picks. First pick Albert, second pick Pujols. All right. I'm totally not. What? Jeter? Come on. Listen, I love Jeter, and Jeter's a great player, but he's not the first pick. I mean, he's not the he's not the absolute best player in baseball. Oh, come on, don't call me Homer. Jeez, you guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. If he's the best Yankee ever? Boy, there's been a lot of good Yankees, man. There's been a lot of good Yankees. That's a tough one. I mean, it really is. That's a tough one for me to pick. The best Yankee ever. I mean, think about that. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of like asking who's the best Laker ever, a little bit. I mean, but think about it. Even on his own team. I mean, I know Jeter is super clutch, and he's a great character guy, and he's good in the locker room. But I wouldn't say I think A-Rod's a better regular season guy than Jeter.